Honorable Amriat. So that is where we come in to change the political culture of this country. Our culture is a dirty one, where people now begin thinking that to be a politician, you must play dirty. No, Ugandans are cool-headed people. Ugandans are peace-loving. Ugandans are well-organized. And we want this peace to continue. That is why the Alliance for National Transformation is promising you a change that you can trust.
Thank you so much, Honorable Win Kiza, immediate former leader of opposition, and she's now leading the team that is looking for votes for Alliance for National Transformation candidates, retired Major General Greg Mugisha Muntu. Now, he is planning to replace Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu as Kyadondo East legislator and FDC flag bearer for the constituency Apollo Kantinti. And he says that they, as the opposition, are not being treated fairly by security forces, yet they have a very short time to canvass the constituency for votes. When he spoke, we caught up with him.
The ground is not leveled. I, for one, from the get-go, I've always known the ground is never going to be leveled. It's never leveled. But it depends on the extent to which some of our adversaries or some of our opponents are willing to go. We've found some things that have been leveled against us. For example, evidently, even as members of parliament, when we did nominate, the police was one-sided in enforcing the guidelines, COVID-19 guidelines. We were stopped from meeting individuals. We were stopped from even waving at them. We were arrested. They were arrested as well. This has been ongoing as we see our opponents in the NRM government moving around scot-free. In the case of Kyadondo East, we even had him escorted by the patrols around the constituency. And on the same day, opposing members of government or of the NRM were stopped, restricted from movement from their homes. I, for one, was arrested. Others were restricted to move from their homes. And they did move. So we've seen this. It has come up in presidential elections later on, but we have seen it. So for some of us who have been with the party and been working closely with the likes of Kano Kizza Besigye, who was our flag bearer for quite some time, we have known this has been happening. And it's going to happen. It's going to continue happening, even during elections and after elections. All we have got to do is to endure and find more innovative ways of getting out to the people and explaining to them. Nothing is going to change. My expectations, I'm not going to put my expectations higher so as to get disappointed. I'm not going to tell our supporters out there that it's going to get better. No, it's not going to get better. What we've got to do is be innovative, think out of the box, try to reach our electorate as much as possible, despite the restrictions and the high-handedness of the government. Try to reach our electorate as much as possible so that they can get the information. I'm a bit lucky that my constituents in Kyadondo East here, who are in Kampala metropolitan area, are a little bit much more aware than other constituencies. So I'm going to try through social media, mainstream media, trying to reach as many people as I could reach and utilize these 70 people who have been restricted to meet us as best as I can through my ground forces to see that we can get the message out there. I for one, my candidature this time is very unique. It's not something new that I have to give to them. It is continuity of what I promised them the last time round. I promised them a genuine, honest representation of their views, not the views of the government. I promised them making laws that are favorable to the people and not the laws that are favorable to the government of Uganda. And then I promised them an oversight role. And this one I had begun on quite very effectively. At the same time, we do know that our people are challenged. We had talked about lobbying a lot for them, different in schools, religious organizations, orphanages. All this had begun, and the people of Kyadondo East are very much aware of it. So it's a matter of continuity, because as you may note, I lost my parliamentary seat in a by-election, which by-election was a very fierce battle between the ruling government, NRM, and the FDC. And the people of Kyadondo said, well, you know what, let Honorable Kyagulanyi go and handle this for a while. You guys can handle your fights. So right now, Honorable Kyagulanyi is going to Parliament. I'm available. We're discussing, and these discussions are coming to the conclusion. Yeah, will you offer yourself again? And then we can start with the continuity where we stopped.
Thank you so much there, Apollo Kantinti, for speaking to us. Now let's go over to Hoima, and we do have a story from Cuthbert Chigozi. He has a brand new motorbike and he has been canvassing the place for stories. Cuthbert, a very good afternoon, and thank you so much for linking with you. What do you have for us this afternoon?